Welcome to the Cinch SPFL Scottish Football Roundup, bringing you all the action from Matchday 28 in the Cinch Championship, League 1 and League 2. On this week's show, Raith Rovers make it 5 derby wins in a row with a 2-0 win over Dunfermline at Starks Park. Gary Oliver's late winner at Forth Bank moves Falkirk to within 8 points of the League 1 title. And Nathan Austin's added time header seals a huge 3-2 win for East Fife over Dumbarton.
Something to the Arbroath side to have a look, and do they need to put men over on that far side?
It's an outswinger this time towards Fotheringham.
Tin.
Who nods it in. Well, it's off the knee in fact from Kai Fotheringham in the middle. Miller Thompson's corner. Declan Gallagher rising to win the first ball, and just reacting as it came across was Kai Fotheringham. Middleton, good return ball for McMahon, who's into the area. Scott McMahon goes low, blocked by the outstretched left boot. Created the last goal. Will he take this one? In fact, it's Middleton who takes it. Bounces in the 18-yard box, comes through, and it's curled in outside of the right boot. And it's Tony Watt who makes it 2. Morton involved in the Scottish Cup quarter-finals. It's the only game with goals in it, and there could be a third here for United. Moult capitalises on the poor back pass and wastes the opportunity. Looking to make movements to drag Arbroath out of position. It's Fotheringham making his way into the area. Comes back to Middleton. Good save from Boric. Moult, who steps up right-footed to curl one off the top of the crossbar. Doherty, excellent footwork there, and he can find Fotheringham, who's into the area. Sets it back for Tony Watt. Good block.
United just clearing their lines.
Oh, and Greaves nicked in. Alec Greaves through 1-on-1. He's got Tony Watt with him. He squares it for Watt, who can't miss. Unselfish play from Alex Greaves to set up Tony Watt. And that surely will wrap up the points for United. And full credit to the on-loan striker. Readying himself for action as Greaves makes the run through. There's no flag. Alec Greaves from the angle. Slots on the goalkeeper. And all the praise he had for being unselfish a moment before. Karma.
Did well to keep himself on side. Ball just didn't come his way. Big challenge in the back.
Scorer of the second there. Declan Gallagher and Kyle Robinson square up to each other. Both end up with yellow cards to their name. Forward down the right hand side for the run of Miller Thompson. Gets it across into the area. Grieve on the turn. Good block is made by the defender Ricky Little. Away by Boric. There's an arm into the face there.
Oh,
it will be a second yellow for Robinson.
Sully.
Petulant from the 21-year-old substitute.
It was Derby Day in Fife as Dunfermline travelled to Starks Park. The away side looked lively out of the blocks, with Alex Jakubiak an early threat for the Pars. Kevin Dabrowski has been one of Raith Rovers' standouts this season, the keeper having to stay alert to keep this Josh Edwards effort at bay. Most of the early chances kept falling to the away side. A Kane Richie Hosler cross finding Chris Hamilton, but the midfielder's header just too central. But as has been the case on numerous occasions this season, it would be Raith to take charge on Derby Day. Lewis Vaughan's free kick on 38 minutes well saved, with Sam Stanton there to nod home. The midfielder seems to love this fixture. This his 4th goal against the Pars this season. Dunfermline came out fighting in search of a leveller after the break. Raith keeper Dabrowski having to make one of the saves of the season to deny Ewan Otto here. While the opening goal came through quick reactions, the second came from smart thinking. A quickly taken free kick, allowing Dylan Easton to double the Rovers' lead on 78 minutes. A sweeping finish which sent Starks Park into overdrive. From here, Raith looked the more likely to get the next goal. Jack Hamilton being played in behind, but his lobbed effort sailing over the top. While Dubrovsky had produced top saves at one end, Deniz Mehmet had to be sharp to deny Rovers midfielder Stanton a spectacular second goal here. But the biggest chance for a third goal for Raith would come in added time. Referee Craig Napier awarding the Rovers a penalty for a foul on Stanton. It would be Callum Smith to step up for the hosts, but his spot kick was well kept out by Pars keeper Mehmet. 2-0 the final score, with Rovers exacting a clean sweep in the league over their local rivals. Partick Thistle travelled to Hampden Park, aiming to put an end to their recent winless run. Spiders keeper Callum Ferry having to make a smart save to keep out Harry Milne early on. The Spiders have had an upturn in form in recent weeks. They almost took the lead when January signing Danny Wilson almost turned home from a corner kick. The home side though would make the breakthrough on 38 minutes. Killian Sheridan continuing his recent run of form with a brilliant stooping header. The striker seems to be enjoying life in the south side of Glasgow. And just a minute later, the home side almost doubled their lead. Dom Thomas weaving his way into the box, but the shot well stopped by David Mitchell. The second half would see Queen's Park continue to play with confidence. A neat move in the 52nd minute, allowing Rory Payton to double his side's advantage. Sheridan and Payton look to be forming an excellent partnership in attack. And it could have been 3-0 shortly after. More neat play from Queens, with Joshua Scott's eventual strike well blocked by Milne on the slide. From here, Thistle would begin to show more signs of life in attack. 64 minutes on the clock, when smart play from Brian Graham gave Tommy Adeloy the easiest of tasks to head home. The on-loan Swindon Town man getting his 8th league goal of the campaign. But Queen's Park remained determined to keep hold of the points. A low-driven Jack Thompson strike giving Mitchell work to do in the Thistle net. Thistle kept on battling for an equaliser and would be presented with a big chance on 70 minutes when Queen's defender Wilson was penalised for a handball in the area. Penalty Thistle. Unsurprisingly, it was Thistle talisman Graham who stepped up and smashed home his 16th league goal of a brilliant individual campaign. Graham continues to produce in the big moments for the Jags. But there would be one last chance for the home side to snatch the points. Good play from the right, with the cross being fired back across goal by Scott, but evading everyone in black and white. A share of the spoils at the National Stadium. Airdrie made the long trip north in search of back-to-back away wins. Early chances were limited, with Adam Frizzell unable to trouble Mark Ridgers from range. Airdrie arguably had the better of the play in the first half, but struggled to create anything clear-cut. Liam McStravick's strike, another comfortable save for Ridgers. The best chance of the half though would come to the Cali Jags. Neat play from the left, sending Cameron Harper through, but he couldn't beat Josh Ray from a tight angle. Cali's next half chance would come via the right boot of Max Anderson. His deflected shot from outside of the area, keeping Ray on his toes. Play continued in a similar vein after the break. This free kick finding the head of Danny Devine, whose effort sailed well over the top. Chances were few and far between in a cagey second half, with the home side having slightly more joy in attack, but unable to find the net. 0-0 at the Caledonian Stadium. Here's how things stand in the Cinch Championship after 4 weekend fixtures. Home wins for Dundee United and Raith Rovers sees the gap at the top of the table remain 4 points. A point at Hampden Park moves Partick Thistle 3 points clear of 4th place Morton, whilst defeat at Tannadice leaves Arbroath 8 points adrift at the bottom of the table. Falkirk aim to continue their charge to the League One title as they made the short trip to Forth Bank. But it was the hosts who started on the front foot, with Paul McLean sweeping home the opening goal after just 8 minutes. Stirling's captain showcasing excellent attacking prowess with this finish. But the lead would last less than 10 minutes. A Falkirk corner kick eventually being helped into the path of Callum Morrison, who levelled the scores in the 17th minute. The winger with his 15th league goal of an excellent campaign. In an end-to-end first half, Stirling almost found themselves ahead once more. Callum Crane's deflected effort clipping the post, with Sam Long eventually able to gather. And the woodwork would play its part at the other end, Liam Henderson being denied by the upright from a corner kick. Into the second half, and Stirling started quickly once more. A wicked delivery from Jack Leach finding Jordan McGregor, who blazed the ball over the top. There were plenty of half chances for both sides, but the best opportunity of the half coming to Falkirk when Morrison found Oliver with a low cross, Blair Curry producing heroics to keep the attacker out. It took until the dying embers for Falkirk to find a winner at Forth Bank in October, and this match required similar late drama. A flick on from Ross McKeever in the 88th minute, allowing Oliver to stroke home a massive winning goal. A huge victory for the Bairns, which takes them to within 8 points of clinching the title. Alloa's hunt to secure a playoff spot continued at home to Kelty Hearts. Wasps midfielder Stefan Skugel denied an early goal by Kyle Gourley. On loan winger Taylor Stephen picked up the Cinch League One Player of the Month award for February. He continued his recent hot streak, opening the scoring after just 12 minutes. A confident finish from the teenage winger. Kelty struggled to create chances in the first half. This Alfie Babbage effort an easy claim for Phil O'Guy in the Alloa net. Alloa's energetic and youthful attack has caused havoc for League One defences lately. Bobby Wales with a curling effort, which was well beaten away by Gourley. The Wasps remained well on top after the break. 64 minutes gone when Stevens' clipped ball found Curtis Roberts at the back post, who knocked it home. The midfielder in the right place at the right time to make it 2-0. At the age of 37, Connor Salmon is still a huge threat in attack for the Wasps. He almost scored off the bench, but goalkeeper Gourley did enough. The home side were handed the chance to make it 3 in added time, when Scott Taggart was fouled by Botti Biabi in the box. The captain Taggart confidently dispatching the spot kick to cap off an excellent afternoon at the Indodrill. 3-0 Alloa the final score. Two teams with the playoffs in their sights faced off at the Balmoral Stadium. Montrose making their intentions known from the off, with Kane Hester putting his side a goal up in the 9th minute. Excellent running, skill and composure on show from the former Elgin City man. Montrose would be handed a golden opportunity to make it 2 on 29 minutes. A penalty kick awarded for a foul in the area. Graham Webster stepped up and thundered the ball beyond the reach of Ballant-Demas for 2-0. The experienced winger making it 4 goals in his last 3 outings. And it wouldn't take long for the Mo to find the net again. 32 minutes on the clock when Hester raced into the Cove box and bagged his second of the afternoon. The striker making it 13 goals in all competitions for the campaign. Arguably Cove's best chance of a quiet first half in front of goal would come to Josh Kerr, who couldn't convert from a corner kick. Kerr would continue to be a primary goal threat for the home side after the break. A floated free kick finding the head of the defender, who nodded just beyond the post. But the afternoon belonged to the team from Angus. Montrose making it 4-0 in the 70th minute through a cracking finish from attacker Blair Lyons. Lyons getting on the score sheet for the second week running. There would be a late response from Cove though. Connor Scully's low driven effort in the 72nd minute beating Cammy Gill in the Montrose net for 4-1. But it was too little too late. Montrose securing 3 huge points on the road. It was Derby Day at Gallowbank as Annan Athletic welcomed near neighbours Queen of the South. Queen striker Joe Mumbongo finding the side netting with the game's first real chance. Recent performances and results have bolstered Annan's chances of League One survival. They took the lead on Derby Day, with Tommy Goss heading the Gallowbankies a goal up on 26 minutes. The former Queen's youth coming back to haunt his former club. There were chances at both ends in an open first half. Great play from Lee Connolly giving Mumbongo a chance, but Greg Fleming there to make a huge save. Annan's set-piece threats have been prevalent all season long. Willie Gibson's 34th minute free kick being headed home by Matty Douglas for 2-0. The home side taking full control on Derby Day. Connolly continued to be a bright spark for Queens throughout the first half, but the forward just couldn't find a way past Fleming. Annan kept pushing to strengthen their position after the break. Goss with a wicked strike on the half turn, which required a good save from Harry Stone. It looked as though Annan were getting closer to finding that all-important third goal. Douglas the next to go close for the hosts. But the next goal of the game would come the way of the away side. Harvey Walker's good work finding Gavin Riley on 79 minutes, whose deflected strike looped in beyond Fleming. But the late rally wasn't enough. Annan hanging on for 3 huge points to bolster their survival bid. Accies aim to keep their slim title hopes alive at home to Edinburgh City. Slack play from the citizens giving the hosts their first chance, which Marley Redfern pulled wide. But the home side would go closer still shortly after. Ben Williamson seeing an effort from range crack the post, with Regan Tumulty denied by a scrambling Rory Adams on the follow-up. City struggled to create too many clear-cut chances in the first 45. This strike from Findlay Marshall though, giving Dean Linus something to think about. It would take until just before the break for Accies to find the opener. Tumulty's low cross being turned in by Akeem Rose on 43 minutes. With 6 goals in his first 7 appearances, Accies fans will hope they can keep the striker beyond the end of the season. City hope to turn things round after the break. A slack back pass giving Alioufe a chance to race in behind, but Linus did well in the 1v1. It was a quiet second half at both ends of the pitch. Aki's best opportunity coming after a good run from Kevin O'Hara, but no one there to tap home his teasing cutback. John Rankin's side doing enough to secure the 3 points. Here's how things stand in Cinch League 1 after a full card of weekend fixtures. Gary Oliver's late winner at Fourth Bank sees the gap at the top of the table remain 17 points. Wins for Montrose and Alloa puts both sides in great positions to cement a playoff spot, and Annan's derby win at Galabank puts them within just 4 points of local rivals Queen of the South.
Pignatello plays it forward, Raith with Easton. Easton wins the header, here's McManus trying to get the ball round the back. Here's Scott Shepherd. It's a break of the ball. Yes! Nathan Austin. 2 minutes in, and it's East Fife 1, Dumbarton 0. It's taken short. It's Troughton back to Walls. Walls back to Hamilton. Steps inside. Thought about the shot. Here's Murdoch. Oh! It's off the bar. Raith trying to get away from his man. It's Wallace. Trying to find space for the shot. Here's Hilton. Oh, and here's Gray. And it's wide. Finlay Gray lays it back to Blair. Blair launches it into the box. Newton gets there first. Here comes Newbury. Troughton. Oh, and it's given away again. Hilton. Whoosh, that was not far away. And here's Newbury. He's got too much space here for my liking. Gets it out to Ryan Blair, to Tony Wallace. Wallace drives it in, and it's picked up by Gray. And that's a great goal by Finlay Gray. The ball in from Tony Wallace. Looking for the run of Michael Ruth and Brian Easton. Oh, he takes a tumble there. And Ruth gets it back, and here's Hilton. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, bad mistake by Brian Easton. The ball laid across, dummied by Gray. The second half, and it's Hamilton with the corner. Drills it in. Easton with the header, it's a goal! Yeah. Yes! Brian Easton!
Lightning strikes twice.
Brian Easton with the header. Miller does brilliantly.
Well
done, Kieran Miller. And here's Jack Healy with the first chance to run at Pignatello. And Healy! It's yeah! Somehow! Gray. Miller plays it forward to Troughton. Inside to McManus. McManus! Oh! My goodness, that one hit the bar. It'll be picked up by James Lyon again. Gets it out to Healy. It needs to go in the box. There's the ball in. Austin! Yes! Nathan Austin! Nathan Austin makes it East Fife 3, Dumbarton 2. Oh, East Fife!
Peterhead hoped to end a run of 5 games without a win at home to Stranraer. The home side taking charge of the match on 25 minutes when Conor O'Keefe opened the scoring. A well-timed run and a composed finish from the talented attacker. The away side had hopes of following up their midweek win over Dumbarton with another notable victory. Craig Ross heading just wide from a free kick here. But the home side were firmly in control in the first half. A neat pass from goalscorer O'Keefe playing Alfie Stewart through, but his shot was well saved by Lewis Buranaukas. Peterhead's attacking endeavour would reap rewards again in the 38th minute. A cross from the left being turned home by an exquisite flick from Kieran Shanks. The young striker showing great technique and skill for this finish. Stranraer battled hard for a way back into the game in the second half. Scott Robertson being played in behind by Matty Grant, but the angle too acute to beat Stuart McKenzie. Peterhead kept on pushing for more and almost found a third goal before the end. O'Keefe denied an excellent second of the game by strong hands from Budanoukas. The Blue Toon holding on for 3 valuable home points. Two sides battling to retain their SPFL status faced off at Station Park on Saturday afternoon. The home side looking stronger in the early going, with Matty Allen being kept out by Brian Kinnear. Clyde would go close to opening the scoring at the other end soon after. Robbie Leach's curling strike narrowly evading the bottom corner. Leach continued to be an attacking outlet for Clyde in the first half. The midfielder's strike on 42 minutes being palmed into the path of Liam Scullion, who found the net. Scullion with his second goal in his last 3 outings. It would take until after the break for Forfar to spring a response. 62 minutes on the clock when Ryan Mohammed capitalised to level things up. The on-loan Dundee man bagging his second goal for the Loons. Forfar with the side in the ascendancy at this point and hunted down a second goal. Some last-ditch defending required from Clyde to keep the home side at bay. Jordan Allen has been excellent for Clyde lately, the striker being kept out by some incredible goalkeeping from Mark McCallum here. The next goal felt like it would prove pivotal, and so it came to pass. A throw-in providing Forfar's Allen a chance, with his volleyed effort bouncing over Kinnear for 2-1. A massive goal for the Loons, Allen's 5th of the season in all competitions. Clyde's attacking talents though meant that there may be one last twist. More McCallum heroics required to deny the Bully Wee's Allen a last gasp equaliser. Forfar putting distance between themselves in 10th place with a big home win.
Miller deals with the threat of Freddie Jeffries approaching, his first start for Elgin today. Connolly looking to cut him open. He's forced a loose pass, now it's Bradley Barrett on the ball, and he doesn't get the connection he was looking for on the volley. Followed by Gormley. Dangana could see Golding free, he's got lots of space here. There's a Cove Loney. Golding's cut back for Dingwall. Dingwall misses the mark, and you can hear it's quickly closed down by the black and whites. Now can push forward, here's Dingwall. 4 versus 3 here, it's Golding. Big save from Paddy Martin. Dangana on the rebound. And it's Michael Dangana who volleys on the rebound to put the Elgin City in front. And Golding gets away from his marker. It's to Sean Golding, gets away from Gormley. Paddy Martin gets a hand to it. Scott Mercer lining this one up. Mercer goes round the wall and he forces McHale to tip that one past the post. Dingwall gives it a shot to Golding. Golding gives it back to him. It comes from Dingwall. Jones is there. A routine save for Paddy Martin. It should have been. Draper heads it away. Comes to Mercer up in the air, not what he was looking for. And now he goes to get caught out here. Jones backing out, footing forward. And he missed the mark. Here's Matthew Jewison. That was a chance to kill the game off completely. I think most of the ground put that one was in.
Sure which version of either side will show up today, really. And it goes towards the 6-yard box, and that's the first sniff of goal for Henderson. And yeah, maybe difficult ball for Anderson to control. And here comes Spartans down this right hand side, and Dishington thinks about the shot, and it's high and wide from Cammy Russell. And that's a better ball towards Jameson. Anderson with the effort, not a bad one either. Really connected with that well. Does he have the chance to deliver into the box? And it's Booth that does it. And there's the effort on the volley from Russell. Another couple of changes for Stenhousemuir momentarily. Jones with the shot. And it comes, Buchanan's there. There's Wedderburn! And he couldn't keep it down.
That was a chance. That was a chance for Stenhousemuir. It's actually a very well worked corner. It's played.
Now for a look at the updated standings in Cinch League 2 after the weekend's football. Home victory over Stranraer moves Peterhead back up into second place. East Fife are now just 6 points outside the playoff places after their dramatic win over Dumbarton. And Forfar's big win over Clyde puts 10 points between themselves and the relegation playoff spot.